Before starting into detail about the scalp, let's study what is a scalp. This is basically a picture of the skull. Here on the skull, you can see, not cleared in this diagram, but you can understand that here you can see some hair skin. That hair skin which is present in your skull, that is known as the scalp. Now coming to the detail of the scalp. This diagram is very important and very helpful in understanding the scalp. First of all, what we will study are the layers of the scalp. Here, shown in this diagram, you can see that this first layer, colored like black, this is known as the skin of the scalp. Then the yellow color one, this is also the skin of the scalp. Here you can see. Then below the skin of the scalp, this white area, this is known as the connective tissue that forms the second layer of the scalp. Then you can see this thin green layer. This forms the third layer of the scalp. This is known as the Aponeurosis, also known as the epicranial Aponeurosis. And then here you can see these zigzag cross bridges. These are formed by the loose connective tissue or the loose areolar tissues. Then the last, this one is this green one. This is known as the pericranium, which is the outermost layer of the scalp. And these all together make the 5 layers of the scalp. Now how to memorize and how to make it easy for you is basically by memorizing the word scalp. From the word scalp, you can understand the 5 layers of the scalp. S for your skin, C for your connective tissue, A for your aponeurosis, your L for your loose connective or areolar tissue, and P for your pericranium. Now we're going to study a little bit detail about these 5 layers of the scalp. Number 1 is your skin, this one. We're going to study this one. As you can see here that this is very thick. This is this much thick, this much. So this is a thick layer, and also you can see here these are hair follicles which are present, and there's also the glands not shown here which are known as the sebaceous gland. They are present, and all of this together they form the skin of the scalp. Then you have the other layer, this one, that is the connective tissue layer, the white area. The connective tissue, as you can see, it is not that much thick as compared to the skin. So it is thin, and basically it is made up of fibers, these green fibers you can see. These are the green fibers that make up the connective tissue. And they are also, you can see here, these pink and blue, these are the arteries and veins. So this layer basically consists of the arterial and venous supply. Now these arteries which you can see located by the pink color, they are the branches of the external and internal carotid arteries located in our neck. Now coming to the third layer, that is the Aponeurosis, this one, the upper green layer, this layer. This is known as the Aponeurosis layer. Now what is the function of the Aponeurosis? The Aponeurosis layer, its main function is basically to connect, which is shown here, this layer, that is the occipital belly of the occipitofrontalis muscle. This is a muscle. Its occipital belly to the frontal belly. That is basically the function of this Aponeurosis. Then the lateral margin of this, it is basically, I'm basically gonna connect it. Then what is this connective tissue? The loose connective tissue, basically seen by these blue line. Its main function is that it loosely connects this Aponeurosis to the outer surface, that is known as the pericranium. That is its function, and it consists of small arteries and the main vein, that is this vein shown with this blue. This is known as the emissary vein. Now the emissary vein, as you can see, it does not contain any valve, so it is valveless. And it consists, what is its function? It basically connects this rounded part, this one, this is known as the superficial vein of the scalp, and this bottom part, this is called as the diploic vein. So it basically connects these two veins. That is the function of the emissary vein. Then the last layer, that is called as this one, this layer. This is known as the pericranium layer. Its main function is that it is the outermost layer, and it covers the outer surface of your skull bones. That was all about your 5 layers of the scalp. Then we come to the muscle. Basically the muscle that has been shown here, this muscle, it is known as the occipitofrontalis muscle. It consists of 2 ends. Number 1 is this occipital end, and the other is this one, that is known as the frontal belly. These are the 2 parts of the occipitofrontalis muscle. Its origin is from here. There's a line that is called navicular line, and here is the frontal belly. Its origin is from your skin and the superficial fascia. They are basically they insert, both of them, they insert at this green area that is known as the Aponeurosis epicranial. The nerve that is supplying to it, not clearly shown here, is basically the facial, and its function is that basically as it is present here, it will help in the raising of the eyebrow. So that was all for it. Hope it is understood to you guys. Thank you.